At the recording this, I am about 20 hours away from my monetization on YouTube. And I wanted to record this before it happens because I'm at that point where I trust that it's gonna happen now. And not because monetization means I've made it, or I'm a millionaire, or I'm rich, or I'm suddenly like my own business, but because this moment matters more than we realize. This is the moment when I'm stopped being fueled by faith and becoming something that actually earns money. And don't get me wrong, I've actually earned money off of YouTube before even hitting monetization. So I will go over that as well. And the reason why I wanted to make this video was for friends, family, anyone I know who is interested in the creator economy. And a lot of us, the first people we see are already super famous. Most people only see creators once they're already big, and that's the goal. They don't always see the uncertainty, the unclarity, the inner doubt, and the quiet consistency that those of us start with to get there. So this is more about taking you on the journey with me as opposed to showing you how I got there. So this channel, The Lab, is more about the journey of getting there than about actually telling you what happened once I got there. And it's something that I wanted to offer to the people I know who are interested in going down this path. If you've ever thought, oh, it's too late, YouTube's too busy, I can't do it now, or the famous, like, I don't have the kind of personality for that, even though I want to put myself out there, I'm not the kind of person someone else would want to watch, or I'm scared to see myself on video. I started this channel from zero, basing it off of creating my own brand. Because that was the whole idea, is initially I was like, I didn't think of myself as being a brand. I had to create a brand in order to kind of like help learn the concepts that go around with like marketing and presenting yourself and creating something that other people are interested in. And I started this channel from zero. I hit 1,000 followers in the first 3 months, which apparently is not that easy. And I will be reaching monetization within the 8 months of my starting this channel. It doesn't make me rich. It doesn't make me an influencer. I'm not quitting my day job yet. But it proves something very important, that this is learnable. I had all those same doubts that you have, but I put in a process and I made it happen. And like I said, I've already earned money, not just from YouTube, but from things that I'm building along the way. And it's not because I'm trying to hustle. This isn't about hustle culture. This isn't about trying to pinch money from people. It's about creating community. It's about creating something that people want and that you want to give. And it's been the most rewarding part of this whole process isn't the money, isn't the fact that I'm trying to make a business out of myself in a world that makes it almost impossible to succeed on your own. It's the fact that I've connected with people. It's the fact that I've created something that others believe in and want to be a part of. So I'm going to start with giving you a few little things that I've learned along the way. Contact me because I want to be a part of your process. So if this video resonates with you, let's talk more. And I'm definitely going to add more videos on here kind of about the process as I go along. But before I ever took my first YouTube video and put it up there was a lot of studying I did in the months before I created the channel. It sat there with no videos on it before I knew exactly what I was going to do. Because YouTube is not like it used to be. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to upload a video and maybe I'll go viral and then I'll get famous or I'll be able to make AdSense and I'll be rich. There's a lot of voices, yes, on YouTube now where there wasn't before. But there's also a lot more niches. And yeah, people say that, oh, I'm losing subscribers, but it's not about subscriptions anymore. It's about connections. But even before you even post that first video, you have to learn one thing and you have to be ready for it. Because I can give you all of the techniques in the world, but if you don't approach this in this particular way, you're not going to get there. At least you're not going to get there at the speed that I got there. The first step isn't gear. The first step isn't editing. It isn't even posting. Your first step is commitment. And also an identity shift. If you're the kind of person who believes that you have nothing to offer, or who has those doubts, or is worried about what other people are going to say if you put yourself out there, your identity is not ready to put yourself out there if you're having those kind of questions. So it's important to understand that you need to put yourself out. If you're going to put yourself out there, you have to want more from yourself in a sense. Like I had to do a lot of self-programming of like, I'm worth it, I have something to offer, my voice will resonate with someone. And just sort of self-believe, because a lot of this process is going to be a faith without any results for a while. You have to learn how to ignore that voice that tells you, I'm not good enough, I don't look good. Oh, do you see? Not everybody on the internet is beautiful. Other people are better. I missed my chance. No more. This is your time. And remember that in a time of AI, when videos are being produced by voices, they can be voiced over, images that can be just put on for you, the human element is going to be everything. Your flaws, your personality, the way you stumble over words when you speak, that is genuine, and that is going to be so important as we move forward. And I've heard, and I truly believe that we are moving into the creator era, and that the creator economy is going to grow significantly. We're not going to want to buy from AI anymore. We're going to want to buy things from people that we know and we trust and are giving us product that we understand and is part of our world. People don't just watch content, they connect to perspectives. Your lived experiences and your personal stories are something that no one else can replicate. And that was an important thing for me to think about when I was trying to choose how I wanted to approach my YouTube channel. And like I said, this is not the era of upload YouTube videos and you're going to go viral. This is YouTube on hard mode. So you need to know the skills to actually make it happen. You have to actually pay attention to those analytics. Yes, you have to be yourself, but you have to be intentional. It's creative work, but it's also analytical work. And if you're not ready for that analytical part, you have to change your mindset. Yes, I love telling stories about my life and relating to people, but everything I do is very calculated and very systematic. I'd say the key is creativity without strategy is just noise. And when I was deciding on how I wanted to approach this channel, I had to really think about things. Because yeah, I'm an artist, we have a brand, but what am I giving to the community on YouTube? I could do art tutorials. That was something I thought about, maybe going into like an art side of things. But I also kind of felt that what is the kind of thing that you can do consistently and you can talk about all the time that will never burn you out? And for me, I was like, shit, if personal experience and storytelling are going to be the key things to make YouTube succeed moving forward, maybe talking about who I was, experiences I've had, things that I don't have to overthink about or study too much about to know, that became key. And I realize now how important that is for people to have themselves be seen through your stories. And the other key thing that I have to tell you right off the bat before you even start, your first 20 to 40 videos are just practice. I couldn't even wrap my head around that when I first listened to this, because honestly, YouTube's not going to know what to do with you with your first like 10, 20, 30 videos. It's just learning you. Plus, there's so many people being inconsistent on YouTube that you may post, like videos for 1 month, 2 months, and then drop off. It's not going to trust in that. It needs to see the consistency. And this is important because this makes it all about you in the beginning, all about your learning, all about uploading, feeling more comfortable in front of the camera. Oh my God, when I would start, I would just literally read one line and then look at the camera, read one line, look at the camera. I had no idea how to just like talk to the camera either. And my videos took a long time to film and they took a long time to edit. But with each single video, I got better and better. And when I would master one skill, I would learn another. Oh, the importance of having a pinned comment in every single video. Oh, the importance of the description. Where are my links heading? But in the beginning, it was all overwhelming. It was just so much information to handle. And that's why just not daily uploads, but just doing consistent uploads, learning the processes is so important. And you really need to think about who you are. What's your niche? How can you speak to people, not about who you are now, but about who you were before? And remember, it's not about you either. People don't just want to, you can't start a YouTube channel and be like, hey, here's my daily routine. No one cares about your daily routine. They don't know who you are. You have to establish yourself as why people want to care about you. And that's the kind of process I'm in right now, is building that trust. I laid the foundations of what I want to do. And now I keep telling stories and putting myself out there, and it reaches people and they're like, hey, I relate to that. Hey, I understand that. Hey, you reminded me of this. And that is what builds the trust that's going to start the real community. So I'm literally at those beginning stages of trust building. This isn't a time where I go, hey, buy my shit, buy my shit, buy my shit, because it's not what it's about. I have to build that community before I can really start like telling them, hey, I've got this, I got that, I got things. And yet, even at the same time, I've already sold some shirts from YouTube. I've had people use my affiliate on YouTube because they're not just things I'm just trying to just sell you. It's not just like, here, buy this shit from Costco. It's like, this is part of my identity. This is part of our community. Let's be this together. So that's a very important thing to think about as well. YouTube doesn't trust you at first. Your audience doesn't trust you at first. You don't trust you at first. And you have to build that sort of trust first with yourself, then with your audience and with YouTube. And it's quite a process. And like I said, this isn't about hustle culture. This is about getting paid to give people experiences, feeling, and a community. And most importantly, the reason why you're here is because you want to build an income on your own terms. Am I right? I'm 49. I've spent all of my life working in restaurant industries, building other people's businesses, which is fun and great. Gave me a lot of wonderful skills. But who was I working for? Who was I draining myself for? I think it's more important to do that for me. In a system that keeps people dependent on the system, isn't the ultimate flex to break through from that? So even the first dollar matters. It proves that you can. And I am about to hit that threshold. So again, The Lab, this is going to be a channel where I document the process because I want to talk about it. And honestly, if you've made it this far and you're that interested in this YouTube culture, it's a lonely one. And that's why I created this. Because maybe there's people that I know out there that are interested in doing this, and it's hard on your own. It's hard to start this by yourself. And I've kind of been doing it on my own. And I would love to have others with me that I can help bring up with me. We can share things, coach each other, and learn from each other's experiences. So this is learning in real time. What works, what doesn't work. And if you're done making excuses and want to build something slowly with consistent behavior, if you're done saying, I don't have time, and yet you binge watch TV shows, now is the time. I've let go of all of my paid for platforms for TV watching because now my spare time is spent doing this, and it's more rewarding than sitting around doing nothing. So this video is the starting line. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know if you want to work on this together, and let's see where we go.